Another favourite ploy of manipulators and narcissists is, oh, come on, you're not that stupid. My, well, my exes used to do that with me. Being brought up with narcissist parents, I was pre-primed for being in narcissist relationships. I was very needy and wanting someone to look after me and possibly run my life for me, because every time I felt that every time I did things, everything would go wrong. So if I had a strong person with me, I felt that things would be better. But of course, narcissists saw that and they thought, oh, look, he's needy and insecure. He'd make a perfect narcissist victim. So I would sometimes get suspicious or feel something wasn't right, and I would come up with thoughts that were very solid, very secure, and very much proof of what I thought, but they would make the person I was with look bad. So I would tell them what I thought, and they would say, "Oh, come on, you're not that stupid. Are you really that gullible? Are you really that absolutely dumb? I can't believe you're so stupid you believe that." Those sentences are said in a way to bring shame to you. And what you need to do is think of your solid thoughts before, when you first took the argument to them. And then after they spoke with you, your thoughts changed. You felt ashamed, you felt guilty, you felt silly, maybe even really dumb. Like, oh my gosh, I can't be that stupid. I actually thought that and they've proved to me I'm wrong. They didn't prove anything. They just hit your confidence and made you feel really foolish for asking actually an extremely good bunch of questions that would have made them desperate for answers. So they say things to you like, "I can't believe you're that dumb," or I know, look, I know beyond any doubt you're not that stupid." So whoever's put those thoughts in your head is trying to suck you and make you look like an idiot. The reality is whatever they tell you. So the whole idea is you go to them with concrete evidence and they turn and twist it around. I made an accusation that one of my exes was having an affair when we were together, and she said, what she did was she said, oh, of course not. I was talking to so and so at blah 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 time, and and she admitted other evidence, right? So other truths she admitted, omitted them, that left them out, and didn't feel the need to tell me, because if she told me, then she would have been guilty, been seen by me as guilty. So, and then she turned around and said, "Look, I trust you. I love you, and I trust you. And here you are, being distrustful to me. I really try. You should trust me. I trust you. I have faith in you. I love you. Why are you treating me like this? Why are you putting me down like this? I know you know better than this. I know you know this is wrong. Deep in your heart, search your feelings. You know this is wrong. You know that what you're saying to me are accusations that'll break our trust, break our friendship. They'll tear us apart. Please, be reasonable about it. Think it out. You're not this stupid. You're not this foolish. You shouldn't let people try and convince you of wrongs that don't exist. Please, I value our friendship so much." And then they'll hug you or such. And then they're very good actors and actresses. That's all I can say, having been sucked in so many times. But in this particular case, she was like that when she spoke to me. First she spoke to me over the phone, then face to face. But then she had a daughter previous to our relationship. And I was driving down the road. No, I went to her house, the daughter's house. I'm not sure for something because it was she was living with the woman's parents. But I went to the house. I can't exactly remember where, but I met the daughter, and I believed what I was told about um, what the woman said, and I felt ashamed, disappointed in myself, and I felt I'd let her down, and how bad it was me to believe what other people said, when obviously, I should have faith in our relationship and faith in her. But when I saw her daughter said, "Please, can you help me?" And I said, "Why? What's wrong?" And she said, Mum's been hanging around with that guy." And I said, "What do you mean?" And she says, "Well, I'm just hanging around with the guy and I can't stand him. He's a really bad guy. And can you stop it?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So then I went back to the woman and I said, "Your daughter said to me," oh, and the daughter gave me times and dates and everything. And I said, "And she told me that you're seeing this guy on the side." And it was like, oh, damn. God. So the point here is when the person is caught out, that happened about probably 15 years ago. So I'm having a bit of memory putting it all together. These people, when they know they're about to get caught out for the lying to you, when it starts looking itchy and they realise they're not going to win, and you've got solid evidence, you've got good evidence, you've got good witnesses, and you present it before them, they have no other choice but to either admit their fault or shame you. So they'll look at you and they'll shame you. They'll just apply to your emotions, your humbleness, your goodness, your good heart, and they'll just absolutely shame the heck out of you, just saying, "I can't believe you've let me down like this. I can't believe you've hurt me. You know, after all I've done for you, after all the years of helping you and protecting you and spending money on you and time, and look, this is how you repay me? This is what you do?" And so shaming you is their thing. It's their way of knocking down all your defenses and all your fight, applying to your emotions, killing all the courage and the faith in what you took to them. And then you end up looking at the people who were trying to help you with suspicion and thinking, well, after all the hassle I've just been through, I'm not talking to them again. And what you're doing is cutting off the people that are helping you. And they can't help you anymore because you won't listen to them. The thing is if you get years and years of the same, no, life not getting better, and these people are telling you constantly, "I can't believe you treat me like this," or "You should have known better. I can't believe you believe this." That kind of talk. Realize that they're not talking to you about the events that you've taken to them. They're talking to you about your emotions. They're putting you down. They're shaming you. So when they talk to you like that and say, "I can't believe you're talking to me like this," go back to the original argument and persist with that. And just say to them, "No, hold on a minute. Now, I've come to you with this stuff I've been told up with this evidence and with these witnesses, and this is a flat statement." And they'll say, "Oh, but what are you doing to me?" And then tears, whatever. "I can't believe you're treating me like this." Then you just carry on and persist with the argument. Forget your emotions, forget your guilt feelings, forget how they're making you feel insecure and needy, and forget your fear of losing them. I mean, if they're treating you bad, if they're treating you like trash, you need to lose them. So don't be scared of losing them. Get rid of them. Take out the trash man. Get rid of them. Because they're not doing you any good. They're just hurting you and hurting your life and your future. If you've got the concrete evidence, stick with the evidence you've got. You've got proof, stick with the proof. Stick with your story. They're laughing at you behind your back. And to your face, they're angels. So the thing here is to remember, anyone tries to shame you, make you feel guilty, or goes off the subject, it's important you remember they've just taken you off the subject that you took to them. As soon as they take you off the subject, it means they don't want to talk about the subject. They don't want to talk about your proof. They don't want to talk about your accusations. So they go off the subject. So if you ever talk to someone and they take it off the subject, take it back to the subject. No matter how many tears they shed, no matter how many fits they have, just say, hold on, let's just talk about the subject. And then if they start crying and having fits and all that and say, oh, well, just either sit there and wait till they get over it, the fake act, and then go back to the subject. Or get up and walk out and say, when you're ready to talk about it, we'll talk about it. Until then, I'm having nothing to do with you. I'm gone. And you watch, they'll be on the phone in no time, or they'll be ready to do saying, oh, no, hold on, let's talk about this. And then as soon as you sit down and talk about, oh, you're hurting my family. It's just, There's that one in one of Dickens' books, I can't remember which one, Charles Dickens' books, where the mother goes, oh, and she faints and falls on the couch. And then the daughter goes, oh, and she faints and falls on the couch too. Dickens was trying to show that the mother was faking health issues and sicknesses and stuff, and to get out of whatever they were talking about, or if she wasn't getting her way, to get her way, she'd fake a faint, or she'd fake being ill in her bad heart and things like that. So the daughter copies what the mother does. When one of the girlfriends I had used to go around the house picking up ornaments and smashing. The first time she did it, I just did in amazement. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, my family was pretty crazy, but I've never seen anyone do that. This weird thing about it was the ornaments, what she collected, they were her treasured ornaments, and she was smashing them on the wooden floor. And I was amazed just watching her do it. And then I found out after long talks with her, she finally admitted she was brought up watching her mother going around smashing ornaments. So she just shivers, and then the father would give her whatever she wanted because of the noise she was making to the neighbours. They could hear her, and because it was costing money, the things she was breaking. So you need to realise that people use their emotions against you to get what they want, and they will use your emotions against you to get what they want, especially if it means taking you off a subject that you've put right in front of their faces. So when you take something to someone, stick to the subject matter as soon as they take it off. See, you get up, you start crying because you feel so sorry and guilty for what you've done. Then say to yourself, hold on, did we sort this out or not? And then say, no, we didn't. And then say, hold on a minute. And they'll say, what? And say, come back, let's talk this out again. And they said, but didn't you realise what you've done to me? So I'm not laughing because I actually think it's funny. Part of the reason I laugh when I do a lot of videos and stuff is because if I don't laugh, I'll go crazy. I'll die of a heartache. I remember once talking to a woman, she was telling me about her hard times. A pastor's wife was telling me about her hard times, and I started talking to her about things that were kind of like what they were going through, and I was trying to give an example, but I was smiling. But I was talking about me, not her, or her family. And she got really offended. And she said to me, you're laughing at us, aren't you? And I stared at her and I said, I beg your pardon? And she said, you're laughing. You're sitting there, you're standing there smiling. And I said, no, I smile because if I don't smile, I'll go crazy about how I was badly mistreated by someone or abused. So laughter and smiles are my way of dealing with what's happened to me. If I don't smile, I'll break down and cry for like 3 hours. So it's just my way of dealing with it. A lot of people would do that too. Anyway, so That's another way that people can manipulate you, get you off subject, and they can win you over, and then carry on abusing you. So please think about this.